This is the Pete Marvel channel, and this is Mr. Marvellous. And this is Wrestling Talk. And we're going to be talking about WWE Payback. Now, before I get on to Payback, I'm no longer going to be doing a SmackDown and Raw show individually. I will be cramming them together. So I'll watch Monday Night Raw, and then I'll watch SmackDown, and then I will do a video on both. And so there. But I'm still doing the main events. It's like the once a month one-offs, all to themselves. So let's talk about Payback. We had Y2J going against Kevin Owens, who's he's come a bit fond of the USA, or not. Anyway, Kevin Owens versus Y2J. What did I put in my notes? Oh yeah, I remember. Basically, it was a competitive match. You remember the finger? Not that one. You know, the finger he used to get out of the... Well, basically, he put his finger on the rope to break the pin. Well, in this match, he used the finger again to get out of the submission. But Y2J, he ain't having none of it today. And he decided to slap on the wall of Jericho once again in the middle of the ring and got Kevin Owens to submit. So Y2J is now once again the United States champion and will be going to SmackDown. Then we had a WWE ad, and the reason I stress this is because there was quite a lot of adverts on this pay-per-view, if you still call it that, or WWE Network, whatever. Pay-per-view, that's what you call it. Got it so confusing. Basically, they were advertising t-shirts and how they make you individual. And if you're like such a wrestler, that means it defines you as a person. So I don't know, I don't think it does. But there you go. Then we had Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now these two have had a fierce rivalry for the last few weeks or months. But for a cruiserweight match, it was a little bit. I hate to say it, because I like Neville. He's one of my favourites. But the match was a bit boring. And Austin Aries didn't bring a banana with him this time. But basically, Austin Aries got Neville in a submission mood. And then Neville pulled the referee into him and Aries to get a disqualification. He lost the match, but he kept the belt. And that's all that matters. So, Neville is still the Cruiserweight Champion. Then we had a Tag Team Championship for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Yeah, I know it's a championship 2 times then. One more time and I need to say, I know. It was the Hardy Boys going against Sheamus and Cesaro. I already told you. I smell heel turn. It was a competitive match. It was a good match. Senton Bomb on I think it was Sheamus. Well, it could have been Cesaro, and they won. But it doesn't matter about what happened in the match, because it's what happened after the match had finished that was more interesting. There was a heel turn. They did the thing at the end of the match, and they shook each other's hands and started... Well, I could say something, but I'm going to say that. and they patted each other on the backs, and then they shook hands, and then Cesaro and Sheamus went off. But then the Hardy Boys were celebrating their victory, and they were on the top turnbuckles. Jeff Hardy was, I think. And then Cesaro and Sheamus basically kicked the shit out of both of them for a couple of minutes. Heel turn complete. Sheamus and Cesaro are now heels and bad boys, and at least this feud is steaming up, warming up. It's getting some heat. We had Alexa Bliss against Bayley. Now, there is a bit of a thing, I'll tell you about it. If you wrestle in your hometown, it's a bit of a bad omen. So, I wasn't expecting Bayley to win this match. I do like Bayley, and I wish she'd done better. But never mind. Alexa Bliss won the match. It was with a small package at the end. A bit of a shit finish, but there you go. It is what it is. And basically, Alexa Bliss now has had the Raw Championship. She's had the SmackDown Championship, which is blue. And she's had the Raw Championship, which is red. And she's the first woman to have both belts. So that was a bit of a history being made. So there. Then we had another advert for Cinema, The Wall. And the reason I'm stressing out is that I'm paying £10 a month to watch wrestling, not to have advertisements being thrown at me while I'm watching a subscription program that I'm paying to watch. So WWE, cut it out. I've stressed it enough. I just won't watch wrestling. Alright, so there we go. Oh, here we go. I was dreading this, I've got to be honest. Of all the matches on the card, this was the one that I was most dreading. What I said it twice, I know. God damn it, I keep saying words twice. It makes me look bloody stupid. It was the House of Horrors match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Now, this match was peculiar, was silly, and basically, I put in my notes. It started out like a bad horror film. Then it turned into a bad acid trip. And then it started to seem like the Witch Blair project. And I put in my notes, it was a Rod Zombie wet dream. Excuse me a second now, as I feel a bit tired, as I was watching the match. And then it stopped. Basically, Wyatt had come out of the house and left Randy Orton in the match. In the house. And basically dumped the fridge on him. Yeah, they were wrestling in a house. And basically, it was like watching a horror film, like I've already said. I don't think I need to say anything more. So, it was boring. And it's stupid music on in the background as well. I heard the fans at the arena was shouting boring at the time. Well, you can imagine, they've gone to a main event and paid the money to watch wrestling, and they're watching a match on the Titantron. I can imagine they were quite annoyed, and so they should be. And then we had Seth Rollins against Samoa Joe. I ain't got much to say about this match. Seth freaking Rollins is a bit boring, and I'm a bit tired of him whining about his leg. Samoa Joe seems like he's wrestling on autopilot. It's just, I'm just not bothered, you know what I mean? If they aren't going to put the effort in, I'm not going to put the effort in neither. But Seth Rollins won the match. So there. He's got a new crap finishing move. I don't know what it's called, but I don't think that's how he won the match. But basically he's got like some kind of knee in the face, which is his new finishing move. You tell me, brother. Basically Seth Rollins won that match. and there isn't that much to say about it. Then we had the conclusion, the final part of the Randy Orton and White match. Basically, White had gone in a limousine, made his way to the arena, and started saying, "You got the whole world in your hands." So he made his way to the arena, and then he was doing his thing where he puts his arms up in the air. And then basically the lights came on, and Randy Orton was behind him and was ready to carry on the fight. Oh God, I'm gonna fall asleep in again, but I'll try to wake myself up. Yeah. Basically, it was basically Randy Orton looked like he was going to win, and then the Bollywood boys and Jinder Mahal came to spoil the party. Jinder Mahal obviously doesn't like Randy Orton and basically wants him to know about it. So they gave the beatdown on Randy Orton. Then Wyatt gave him the Abigail finishing move, Abigail, and Wyatt won the match. And nobody cares. I hope it's the end of the feud. Please, Randy Orton and Wyatt, don't wrestle ever again, because you killed each other's heat and nobody cares anymore. Let's just hope this rivalry between Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal gives each wrestler a bit of life, or gives SmackDown a bit of life, because they need it. They need it. Right. You consider this the main event of the evening. This is why everyone came, paid the admission, to see an injured Roman Reigns fight the man that's not a man. The man that is a monster. The monster among men. Braun Strong. Is that his name? Braun Strongman, basically. I forgot his name now. I'm having my movements. Yeah, it's Braun Strongman. He's a beast. Basically, Roman Reigns came to the match all bandaged up. He'd been thrown about a bit a couple of weeks ago. We all know what happened. He came all bandaged up, and you don't get me wrong, he gave a good fight, but wasn't enough to win the day. And basically, Strongman beat him up again. I say my notes destroyed him. Two super, I think is it? What do they call it now? Running power slam. He took two of them, and he won, and he beat Randy Orton. Then he got some metal steps into the ring. It doesn't matter. The referees tried to come and stop him. They looked at him, thought better of it, and ran off like little sissies. And then Strowman had his way and basically did snake eyes, whatever version of movie you want to call it, dropped him onto the steps, and then did another power slam onto the steps. Or did he? I don't think he did a power slam onto the steps. Oh no, what did I place in my notes? But basically he used the steps to hit Roman Reigns with, and he was bleeding all over the place. So basically Strowman is victorious, and he is the dog. It's his yard until Roman Reigns can prove otherwise. This was Payback. This is Mr. Marvellous, and you're welcome. Eat my bicep.